Today I thought I would share 30 brands that have actually worked with me as a small creator, because I know when I was starting I was like, what brands will actually work with someone who has a smaller following? Some of these brands were working with me when I had less than 1,000 followers, so I thought this could be some helpful information for other creators out there. And these are brands that have actually paid me money. They sent me product and paid me. If you're wondering brands that have sent me PR, if you go to my Instagram, I have a highlight on my page called PR/collabs, and I usually post them there and link the brand too. So it's super easy for creators to go through that highlight and click through and see what I was sent, and then I tag the brand, so you can click on the brand name and go DM them yourself really quickly if you would like to do that. I'll put my Instagram down below for you guys so you can find that easily if you're interested in looking at what brands have sent me PR, which is products sent to you with no requirements to post. But again, these are brands that have paid me for content. So I'll share the brand name, what they sent, and then put their email on the screen, I think. I'm not gonna share how much these brands paid me though. Via sent me a pair of shoes. I think I made 2 videos for them and they paid me. Flip Shop is this app that's like a TikTok shop, kind of. You scroll, products are linked, but they actually went out of business recently, so I'm not gonna share the email, but that was a brand that collabed with me a couple times. Like is a laser hair removal device and I love it. I need to get back into using it now that I'm not pregnant, but they paid me for I think a couple videos. Proscenic sent me a robot vacuum and mop combo. I don't use it a ton right now because we have baby stuff all over the floor and mats, but it did work well. It was a lot cheaper than other ones out there, and they paid me for 2 videos as well, I believe. There's this brand that reached out wanting me to make a video using their filter. It was one of those filters where on TikTok it like scrolls through different like I think outfit choices and stuff. I was like, choose a top, a bottom, a hair accessory, I don't know. So I used that and it actually went viral, that video I made for them, which was pretty cool. I think I got like 500,000 views or something. So I think we ended up collabing again actually, but I'm not sure if it's just a filter on TikTok. I think they might have an app too. Pro has teeth whitening strips and they paid me for 1 video using their teeth whitening strips. I was paid to make content for the Farmer's Dog, which basically makes the healthier dog food made with real food and not like the kibble, and my dogs absolutely loved it. This is actually an agency email though that I worked through them, I guess. And then Ollie, I think, was actually the first brand to ever pay me for content like 3 years ago. It was also homemade dog food. They paid me for UGC content and it was quite a bit of money too, so it was really nice as a creator who had just started. iBat Pros sent me their tripod and paid me for 2 videos. This is a support email, but that's what they messaged me through. This is all emails they messaged me through, so even if it's not like a direct marketing email, maybe they just don't have one, but they have a really nice tripod. It has the ring light built in, which is super cool. Blex sent me a hair dryer and paid me for a video. It was actually a really nice hair dryer. It really helped with not making my hair frizzy, but I think they said something about how they don't sell it anymore, so I'm not sure if they have other products. I haven't looked into it, but I will still put the email up for you guys. Mahu Superfood sent me some of their vitamins. I think it was like purple sea moss vitamins, and I made 1 video for them. The Pet Lab Co paid me for these dog vitamins, which I still get today. Actually, I pay for them now. We love them. Thunder likes to eat poop outside, his own poop. He likes to bite at his paws. He just has some weird stuff going on, so those have really helped. I think we've gotten 6 more since they actually sent me one for free, and they actually paid me for a long form YouTube video. Who and Shop has some clothes. They sent me a cute little brown mini skirt, which I made a video for. I was just kind of pairing it with an outfit. I've done a lot of partnering with Mom Cozy. It's a super nice brand to work with. They have a lot of baby products. I use so many of their things: their bottle washer, milk warmer, milk cooler. They just have so many useful things as a new mom. Daily Elements sent me some of their greens blend, which I loved theirs compared to other brands out there, because they really only use like 4 ingredients, like 4 veggies. I feel like a lot of other greens powders add this other stuff, but theirs seemed like nice, natural. I still don't know how to pronounce this one. I don't know. They sent me some maternity dresses that I actually wore a lot in my pregnancy, especially once spring came around, and they paid me for 1 video, I believe. Summer May was amazing and sent me so many maternity swimsuits, which I used quite a bit when I was swimming. I did some indoor swimming while pregnant, which was super nice, and I loved their maternity swimsuits. I think they paid me for 1 video. Hunch Studios has board games, and they sent me 1 board game specifically that I made quite a few videos for. I ended up going to Target and getting a game and recording that. They were super nice to work with. Tiscare sent me this foot massager heat machine. It feels super nice, and they paid me for a video to post. Anito has a fertility monitor ovulation tracker. I forget what it's exactly called, but it's basically like an ovulation drip, like if you're trying to test if you're ovulating and stuff, except it does way more. You're able to find out a lot more information than an ovulation test, and they collaborated with me a couple times. Reach International Outfitters has these fun bucket list cards. I collaborated with them a couple times. They have like bucket card lists for different states. They have bucket lists cards, like a kindness bucket list card that I actually use for my Make Somebody's Day With Me series I do, so that's super fun. I made UGC content for them. I've worked with Mini Mama a couple times. They have nursing bras. Murach, I think that's how you say it. They have a bunch of like fitness equipment. I regularly use their fitness equipment, especially their ab machine. I'm sure if you guys follow me, you know I use their ab machine a lot, but they paid me, I forget which product it was. I think the one that I actually was paid for was like a massager device. Bronzy sent me their baby food maker, which I'm so excited to continue using with Levi now that he's going to be starting purees, and it is actually such a nice baby food maker. Juno has couches and I think maybe other furniture. I was really hoping that your girl was going to get a free couch, but they just had me do some talking that they were going to use in their own video. Eufy sent me their wearable pumps, which are heated. They have like a heating technology, which is super cool. And I worked with them through an agency. There's these Love to Dream sleep sacks for babies that their arms go up and it helps with babies being able to soothe themselves. And we use them all the time for Levi. So I was super excited when they actually reached out and wanted to collaborate because I was already using their product. But again, I worked with them through an agency. That's who I was reached out by. Glacier Fresh has a couple different things. They have like stuff that purifies water, and that's what I collaborated on them with. And then UFOS, I actually contacted them through Instagram DM. So I'll put their Instagram up here. They were really well at communicating and responding quickly on there. And they sent me like baby pajamas, crib sheets, bassinet sheets, and everything was so soft. We are still using everything they sent. I hope this was some helpful information for other creators out there. I do have a playlist with other videos to help other creators, some sharing how to monetize on YouTube, how to make money on Facebook, all my creator tips, all that. So I'll have that playlist linked down below for you guys. And thank you so much for watching.